Hello, my name is Christian Willis, and I'm here to talk to you today about poverty within China. So, percentage of those living in poverty within the U.S. compared to China. Overall, 8.8% of the families in America are in poverty. Families headed by a single mother have a poverty rate of 23%, almost five times higher than married couple families. There are 15.6 million families headed by a single mother, which represents 19% of all families in America. Now let's compare this to China. China's poverty rate for 2019 was 15.80%. That's a 3.2% decline from 2018. China poverty rate for 2018 was 19%, a 3.3% decline from 2017. Now, China's poverty rate for 2017 was 22.30%, a 1.7% from 2016. So, we can really see the decline within China, where areas within the United States, it's you can really see the percentages there are kind of bouncing almost around the same. Now, the only thing I would have added to this is probably the year within in America, the years within America, so we can see the percentage decline. Um, but we can look at some other stuff later on. So the population in multidimensional poverty in 2019. So far, there's no data for the U.S., but with regards to China, between 0 to 10% of its current citizens are living in multidimensional poverty. Um, and again, this is something not just within China, but all across the globe. You can definitely see parts of India. That's a really time they're living in that type of setting, especially within Africa, and some of them are in deep aspects within this field. Some other places as well, but within China, no more than 10% of its citizens are in poverty. So the number of people in extreme poverty, including projections to 2030, we can, over the course of the last generation, more than a billion people left the most destitute living conditions behind. So the world economy is growing in less than a generation. The value of yearly global economic production has doubled. So increasing productivity around the world meant that many left the worst poverty behind. More than more than a third of the world's population now lives on more than $10 per day. Just a decade ago, it was only a quarter. In absolute numbers, this meant the number of people who live on more than $10 per day increased by 900 million in just the last 10 years. So you can see how in other parts like South Asia, East Asia, and Pacific, um, in Africa, all these other places, you can see where poverty has been at its nearest peak. Going back to the 90s, and as we look in towards 2020, 2021, we can see how that's how the number of people have decreased so much since then. But years ago, it was not like that. It was different times. It was it was a different world basically. So how IoT can help reduce poverty, bring efficiency, reduce the risk of crop failure, decrease product production cost, increase yields, and provide market access. That's all. Have a great rest of your day.